Friends, welcome to our channel World of Technology. So today we will be discussing about some of the topics of Kubernetes that are the most confusing. Most people think they understand these Kubernetes concepts, but when the exam asks the same thing in a different way, confusion starts immediately. And honestly, some concepts look almost identical, like let's say service versus pod IP, the deployment or replica set, requests versus limits, or in prop section you can say liveness or readiness. But these concepts are not the same, and if you truly understand the difference, Kubernetes becomes much easier. So let's simplify them in the easiest way possible. Let's start with one of the most confusing concept: service versus pod IP. A pod gets its own IP address, but pod are temporary. If a pod dies, its IP changes. That means applications cannot reliably communicate using pod IPs directly. That's where services come in. A service gives a stable IP and a stable DNS name, and if pod change, the service remains the same. So remember this one thumb rule: pods are temporary, services are stable. Now another big confusion: deployment versus replica set. A replica set only does one thing: it makes sure the required number of pods are running. For example, let's say if you want 3 pods, replica set keeps maintaining those 3 pods. But deployment is more powerful. Deployment manages replica sets. It handles updates, rollbacks, and version changes. So the easiest way to remember is deployment is the manager, but replica set is a worker. Next we have requests versus limits. Many people think both are the same, but they are completely different. Request means minimum resources guaranteed to the container. Limit means maximum resources the container can use. Let's try to understand it with the help of a real life example. Request is like reserving a seat in a train, whereas limit is like a maximum luggage allowed with that seat. So Kubernetes uses requests for scheduling and limits for controlling resource usage. Next we have another most important concept for CK, that is the prop section, and in prop we have the liveness and the readiness. Both are the health checks, but their jobs are different. Liveness props checks, is the container alive? If not, Kubernetes restarts it. Whereas readiness prop checks, is the application ready to serve users? If readiness fails, traffic is stopped temporarily. This is the key point: the traffic it is stopped temporarily. Very important line: liveness keeps the app alive, whereas readiness controls user traffic. So today in this video we learned that services is not pod IP, deployment is not replica set, requests are not limits, liveness is not readiness. Kubernetes becomes easy when you understand why these components exist. Don't just memorize commands, understand the concepts deeply. And trust me that what helps you crack CK confidently is your knowledge, your deep knowledge. If this video helped you in any way, make sure that you subscribe to World of Technology for more Kubernetes and CK content. Keep learning, keep building, and keep growing. Thank you, and we'll see you in another one.